Good afternoon from Bobblehead Homestead. It's a little after 1. My sister and my relative came out and are helping today. He's inside working on the bathroom, and we've been outside working on a couple of projects in between breaks. I am not feeling it today, but I will show you our first project. That pile there were 2 trees that were cut down. They were sitting right here. You can probably see the stumps. One of them could have been a decent Christmas tree, but oh well. So yeah, we got those trees cut down, and let me move back and I'll show you why. Okay, I'm standing in my driveway. There's my tent in the house. So this is basically behind the tent back in here. And with those 2 trees gone, that's a bigger clearing. So I wanted those 2 trees gone, so I've got a bigger clearing. That can be where the electric fencing goes, and I can have a flock of birds, whatever kind of birds. I'm still looking at the Buckeyes. Or pig pen could go here. But so this is, well, maybe my winter project is I would like to clear all that stuff except for the big trees. Those can stay, but all that smaller brush, I'd like to clear it to my neighbor's property line back there and open up the front of this property. So those 2 trees were the first to go of many to come. Catch you in a minute. Did you hug the trees before we cut them down?
I did, and I apologize to them for every chop.
Yep, they will be put to good use. I will not burn them.
Okay.
I will turn them into soil, so they will help grow something else in the future. So the circle of life, their life will have meaning, and it'll all be good.
Yeah.
Okay, our next project was, I bet some of you can guess what that is. Yep, building a cattle panel chicken coop. It could serve as a hoop house, greenhouse in the future, but I'm building it as a chicken coop. And I'm only doing 2 cattle panels, so it's basically 8 foot by 8 foot. And we have not, we just did the base today. So just getting started. And, well, I'm not going to tell you now, but I left a foot, well, about a foot, maybe 10 inches on the 2 sides of it for a purpose in the future, but I don't know how much of this will get done. But yeah, that was project number 2. Later. I could use a little help with plant identification, if anybody knows. That little bush I'm pointing at has little berries, purple berries on it, that they were green, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and they have really plumped up here. I don't know how long it's been, but just noticed it today. So if anybody knows, can I get in closer without? If anybody knows what those are, leave a comment, please. I have several of these bushes around the property, including a huge one out on the front along the lane, and you can, there's my neighbor's house through the woods. This is the southern point of my property, and you might be able to see the mountain up there, and probably not up there. Yeah, there's another mountain right there, but I'll try to go. Yeah, there's another wind chime, and there is another big bush full of those purple berry things. And I'm on the back side. There is a huge hole that was dug out. My neighbor dug it out for the previous owner here, and he was going to put a storm cellar or root cellar or something in there, but it's not deep enough. So, but it's something I could work with. But yeah, I'm on the back side of the shed here, and there's the water and the mobile home. But yep, any help with those purple berry bushes, please let me know in comments. Thanks. Time for a little chicken TV. They just came out. I think they were hanging out in that shed today since we were being noisy out here. But they just came walking out, and now they're getting a little afternoon scratch. And that is why I put multiple piles out, because otherwise they'd all be fighting over one.
They were fighting over 3 until one of them finally saw there was a 4th pile.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's another pile right there.
And usually number 4 is, she's the odd one out. So then they'll chase her off and then she'll follow me. And then I feel bad and have to go get some more feed for her.
Yes.
And they'll play musical piles too. They're like,
right.
okay, I'm going to go try out this other pile.
Exactly.
It's like musical chairs, but musical piles of scratch. There you go, number 4. Yep, yeah. Okay, ladies, how do you like your new chicken coop right there?
They were looking at it. What is here now?
I don't know 100% yet if I'm going to capture them and put them in there with electric fencing around it, but I probably will. And the saw didn't scare them off.
I'll come back and break you out of jail.
Alright, she's just being boring. It's almost 5 o'clock. My sister and relative took off. He's 87 years old and he did all of this bathroom floor by himself. Wow. Yeah, those are just pine, like tongue and groove type stuff. And just to keep the rats out, we still have to finish that corner, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with that. That's the old shower. So yeah, now I can, I might put my composting toilet in here. Don't know yet what I'm going to do with it, but we just had to fix the floor somewhat. So yeah, that's what was going on in here today. And it's not done, still a little work left, but progress is progress. Now let's look outside. We did some more clearing there. That's where the muscadine vines were. And I got most of it the other day, but today we went in and got a lot more of it. And then the pile of old vines, that was, probably doesn't look like much to you guys, but there was a big, right in front of that tree, there was a big pile of the old vines, and so my sister cut that up into smaller pieces so we could haul it over to the compost pile. So that was a project we did, is clearing out all this space right here, and that is nice. And then you also saw, yeah, after a rainy night I can take a bath in the bed of my truck apparently. So, you know, dual purpose, you gotta love it. And then we didn't do anything else. All we did was put the second cattle panel in there, and I can do it goes in there better with 2 people. So now I can do the hammering of the fencing staples, I believe they are called. And we need to come up with a design for the door. Well, we just need to copy somebody else's design for the door, because this whole thing, Texas Prepper 2, I believe is the first one on YouTube anyway, that built this as a greenhouse. And then I was looking at Grass-fed Homestead. Dan and Ashley built one similar to this, which served as both a greenhouse, and that's where they kept their chickens over the winter. Let's see. Louisiana, Lang Family. I'll try to leave a link, but they also did one. So I used that, and here comes my neighbor to talk. So catch you later.